The world and the people in Pakistan, especially I will say in Pakistan, closely watched how China successfully overcome the COVID-19 pandemic under the leadership of the CPC. It was well recognized worldwide that China implemented strict epidemic prevention and control measures and took the lead in bringing the epidemic under control at the earliest. Let me add, the Chinese government under the CPC kept high the basic freedom of the people, ensuring their access to their basic rights and needs. And at a time, the temporary lockdown was enforced. And in its affected region, in doing that, the people's freedom remains unaffected for availing socio-economic facilities. While introducing restrictions at the public level in wake of the epidemic, it was noted that the pace of the country's overall development remained unaffected. So the vast majority of the people has been enjoying a normal life while the nation was fighting the COVID-19 virus. It was the result of a well-thought policy of the CPC that the safety of the people's life was ensured and the economy and the society were back on track in a shortest possible time. Hence, China succeeded in setting a model before the world as how the pandemic could be well controlled without imposing unnecessary restrictions. While on the other side, the Western country, you can see it very clearly, which always advocate having so-called absolute freedom, failed to translate this claim at the ground level. While fighting the pandemic, there is a lack of proper policy and working order at the level of most of the Western countries. I can mention countries like United States, United Kingdom, which claim themselves as having the most strong political and social system. Unreasonable, unrealistic policies and measures in these countries force the people in come to the street and protest against the government on a vast scale. And it was also seen that the Chinese government, in meanwhile, took the right decisions, including suspension of shops, temporary closure of cities, the quarantine and the wearing of masks. And it was well established that comparing China's freedom with the so-called freedom in the West, the CPC's idea of governing the country was more correct and could better guarantee people's life and freedom than the idea advocated by the West.